Hi, my name is Sean, and what I want to talk to you about today is scaling your service-based business. Now, we all want to grow, but if you can't support the level of demand that's coming with the new growth that you've invested in, it's going to stall your efforts. So let's talk about what you need to do to be prepared to scale. First, I want to talk about some background information. So the area that we want to focus in for you is operations and supply chain for your service-based business. And what this probably looks like is somewhere between client acceptance and service delivery. What we want to know is what type of capacity do you have to support growth in these areas? If you don't have it and you're expecting to grow, if you don't build that so that it is available once the growth hits, then it could likely stall your efforts or even jeopardize the success of your entire business. So what I first want you to do to start preparing for this growth is to chart out your growth trajectory. What are the projections of how aggressively you expect to grow and by when? That when element is also important. So what you need to do is you need to chart out your planned growth trajectory so that you can compare that to your current operations and supply chain capacity. Again, more than likely between these areas of client acceptance to service delivery. Your chart should also include not just how aggressively you expect to grow, but by when. Next, I want you to focus on creating a value map. I want you to be able to answer the question of how long it takes a customer to receive value today. Now, if you don't know this, you ideally should, but before you plan to grow, you need to know what this number looks like so that you can keep an eye on it as you grow. We don't want this number to slip. You want to maintain the level of quality. If anything, accelerate that as you grow. So plan to map out these steps in the process in terms of how you deliver this value to your customer. In addition to that, I want you to measure how long each step in this process takes on average. This will help you be prepared to make the investment decisions at the right time to be ready to meet this growing demand. So now that you have this value map, you can use it to start identifying and eliminating potential bottlenecks. A good way to test it is to say if demand for this process rises by, say, 50% in a very short period of time, which step in the process is more than likely to break first? So what you're looking for is the steps in the process that take the longest and have the lowest capacity. That will help you identify where you need to focus to redesign those steps so that you can boost their capacity and so that they will be able to support your growth trajectory. If you've done this for the first time, realize that you're not done. Eliminating one bottleneck doesn't mean that that goes away forever. A bottleneck never really goes away. It simply just moves to a different step in the process. So, for example, if you've eliminated a bottleneck which was at step 2, it may now be at step 3, which means you need to continuously be investing in this and searching for new bottlenecks, eliminating them to make sure that the capacity of what you're capable of can support your growth trajectory. The best way to get started is to chart your growth trajectory and create your value map. Search for these bottlenecks in your process that aren't going to meet the capacity of your growth. Look to redesign each step that won't meet that capacity so that you can boost it so it'll be able to support your growth trajectory. The more you're able to proactively and continuously invest in this process, the faster you're going to be able to grow. I can help your professional services firm support aggressive growth at scale without adding any additional headcount. To learn more about how I can help you do this, email me, Sean@nxtstep.io. Sean, S-E-A-N, at NxtStep, NxtStep.io. And consider joining my free daily mailing list.